And the teams are getting ready, and we know how important defense is in Clash of Clans. That's why Pyro, we asked them, what's the favorite defense building? That's it. Can they continue that upwards trend? Or is it Nova coming out as the big winner here in the Clash of Clans August qualifier? Once again, the reminder, this is the very last one, the last time to win a golden ticket. And here's match number 2 between INTZ and Nova.
INTZ is looking to get the revenge in game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't see game 1, Nova took that one, and now INTZ has to answer and try to get the victory to force game 3.
They've done it before and they can do it again. Victorious over Nova last month's qualifier. They even beat Nova this month in the group stage in an 11-10 race. Nova only scoring 78.8% average destruction to INTZ's 93%. But have INTZ's defenses cracked? Nova seems to be on an unstoppable march to victory now. If they've got the deep bases and the armies to knock down Nova, we've got to see it here and now.
We do have to see it. Katano of INTZ is coming in. He was the one that tripled and kicked off their war in the previous one in game 1. So they're decided, you know what, you are going to kick it off for again. Hopefully you can set the pace. And he's deciding to come in with mass E-Dragons. Let's see if we can get the chain value. I mean, it's not like a Rectile style base, but we're going to see if the sweepers are going to push everything to the top side. Maybe E-Dragons come from the south, and it's going to go right through that way, and he doesn't have to fight sweepers, would he?
No, he doesn't. You know, we've seen several 3-star hits from mass E-Drags, and not having to face down that air sweeper is a big bonus coming in from the bottom corner of this base. Those air sweepers can slow down those big, heavy dragons and cause a lot of problems for an aerial assault. Keitano using a few of those balloons out in front, hoping to catch a seeking air mine or two as they get close to the Eagle Artillery. Finally, Keitano's going to use that Eternal Tome to protect these dragons over this Town Hall, taking no damage when they're under that beautiful ability.
Yeah, he dropped that King on the left side. I don't know if he dropped it a little late, but I don't know if this E-Dragon is trying to get the chain value in the core. The Queen is still up, firing on the E-Dragon,
nice.
And this E-Dragon is going to die in the core and not going to be able to take that Queen down. I mean, I don't know if he set the funnel properly to get these E-Dragons to go in.
No, he didn't. It seems like it's over before it even began.
They're all running around the top side of this base here. This Grand Warden picks off the Expo, but I don't know about this one right here.
And now the air sweeper that we thought would be no problem started to push back these troops a little bit. Now he does avoid that tornado trap, only one balloon getting caught in it, but with 2 Electro Dragons on the outside of the base, you gotta wonder, why weren't they closer to the center earlier on?
Yeah, because those building on the outside pull the E-Dragons all the way up and around. It's going to get some high percentage, but it's going to be in the 90s, still a good percent. So, I mean, that's really solid to kick off the war. Even though it's not going to be a 3-star, it could come down to percentage as the tiebreaker. And remember, these wars are individual wars. Even though Nova did get 1-star advantage over them in the previous one, that has no influence on this one right here.
I'm feeling pretty negative about an attack. 95%. Right? We can just tell that there's too much left on defense on the right side of the space, that Archer Queen and multi-target Inferno to stop those Electro Dragons. INTZ hitting hard, but not with the 3-star that they would hope for against a super tough opponent.
Yeah, the E-Dragons, unfortunately, when he popped that Grand Warden Tome, he didn't clip the one E-Dragon that actually pulled the SAM, so that took a lot of damage. But I think he needed to drop this King a lot earlier to set that funnel to force everything in. And now of Nova, we have UZP. He's going to try to kick it off because he also got a 3-star for them to kick off their war. And he's coming in with a little bit of a kill squad E-Drag, kind of then into the Lalo.
Back-to-back 3-star hits. He got a 3-star in the semifinals against Shenzhou and is returning to the stage once again, triumphantly charging in with that Sui Lalo, his favorite attack strategy of the day, and maybe overall UZP sends in the Archer Queen to take out one air defense, and with the Barbarian King along the top side will create a nice funnel for the Lava Loon Strike to follow up.
Yeah, there's some castles in this top section. I'm going to be curious to see if they have a big influence on where this E-Dragon and Stone Slammer go. This sweeper is going to push its way up top here. It looks like it's angled right there, so he's going to have to fight a sweeper, some air skellies. This is going to be a pretty difficult section to get through. If he can manage to make his way through, there is the Clan Castle that's near the Town Hall. I'm going to be worried if they can get damage.
Your lone kill squad makes their way to the center, but can they get the target onto that Eagle? No, they're going for the Wizard Tower instead. Now, is it possible from the path back in? No.
Yeah, it looks like this Eagle Artillery is going to be exposed up here, so he might actually switch up the flight path, or he's still going to fly down south. But watch out. If he sends this Grand Warden anywhere near these E-Dragons, then this Grand Warden's going to pull off and start to fly with them. But it doesn't look like he's flying down there. He's flying the Grand Warden completely on the other side of the E-Dragon, so they're safe there. He's got to activate this Town Hall. He has an E-Dragon for cleanup, which is going to help quite a bit. Comes down to percentage. But wait a second, this Town Hall's not activated. He's going to avoid this Town Hall. Freezes it. Okay, he should be safe here. Grand Warden and Billy should help protect him.
The YOLO misses the mark against that Eagle Artillery. You only loon once, but he still has a shot to make it for the 3-star. UZP with balloons spread top, left, and right sends them in for the final fight. A Tesla farm along the outside of the base is going to be mighty difficult for him to knock down, and with Eagle Artillery pounding away at these balloons, I'm not sure if they can stand up to the challenge.
Oh, these Teslas and the Expos are firing down. This baby dragon is going to try to take out this Eagle Artillery. We have an E-Dragon in the core. That we saw that if he was able to take this Eagle down, it would have been so much value. But at this point, we got 35 seconds left, and a Tesla. Wait, this Grand Warden might actually help snipe down the Tesla. It's going to come down to the final shots here, Woody.
Does it get the drop from the balloon? It destroys the Eagle. The Warden goes for the Tesla. 23 seconds for cleanup, but he dies. I don't know if this is enough firepower. 3 buildings left. Oh no, the pups and minions target onto the Barbarian King, not going for the Clan Castle. 98%. UZP so close to 3 stars, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 99% time fail.
Not a triple to start off match number 2, but wow, 95% on INTZ and 99 here on Nova. Both teams not willing to give everything away here.
Now Nova has taken the lead on percentage, even though that was so close. If he got that value with the E-Dragons, you could have seen how overwhelming this could have been, because that Eagle Artillery was killer on these balloons, just firing down one at a time. And now Celino is ready. Here he goes. This is such an important attack here, Woody.
Say a prayer and check your army for the last time. This could be his last attack in the World Championship qualifier. Clash of Clans has not seen 2 more evenly matched teams in this best of 3 grand finals in a long time. Both at 19% average destruction, so high, but no 3-star yet. Will Celino, hot off of his 3-star hit against AD Air Force and coming in with QC Lalo from his last attack, back it up with another 3-star using Hog Riders this time.
Besides coming with the Sui Mass Hogs, 43 Hog Riders, like you mentioned, Woody. An insane amount. If he can get this Town Hall down, where's this King going? It looks like he's going inside to this Town Hall. Drop some more Hogs to try to take a, nice drop to distract, to let this wall breaker go in. He's got 4 more. What is he gonna do? He's gotta drop some Hogs to distract for the wall break. Then he has a Lava Hound. He's gotta move it away from this side so that Queen can Sui for this Town Hall.
Push them off. He's got the CC troops out, and he's going to drag them to the corner using that archer. Those CC troops will target onto the nearest enemy, and if there's only an archer down, that's where they'll head. He's got the poison spell to use against these troops, so that's where he'll drop it right over in the corner. And he's got an archer queen as well. Might use her for some additional fire support here, or may choose to use those wizards instead. Or I guess he could leave that Lava Hound up during the whole raid, since he's running Hog Riders. Lava Hound doesn't deal a whole lot of damage too.
Oh, he's got to start soon because he's got 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the raid. Queen's got a burn ability, watch out. Yeah, he's got to keep his Lava Hound away from the Queen so that she can get the value she needs. She's going to get stalled up on the storage here, might be able to take out the bomb tower, but nothing much after that. Now here comes the Hogs, let's get this Grand Warden down. Let's see some heals here, and then the Skelly over the Queen. This is going to be a close one. Stone Slam, we're going to get some nice value. The Queen goes down perfectly so that the Lava Hound does not get popped. Here we go, get ready for this, the Skelly spell. Grand Warden ability, there it is. He's got to move his way through the space pretty quickly here, Ward.
That's a ton of damage. But is it enough to knock down these defenses? Hog Riders are starting to split up. A few along the top side drag the Warden with them. The center Hog Riders are going to be left without any support. Those skeletons are successful in finishing off the enemy Archer Queen, but these Hog Riders have a big task ahead of them. Knocking down an Archer Tower in the top corner. They're going to pull a Tesla trap now over on the top left side. Still without even 2 stars. Celino has got a ton of buildings left to knock down if he's going to march away victorious here. 19% average destruction for both teams, but he needs to get a lot more buildings finished off if he's going to keep up the pace. Celino from INTZ finally makes his way back to the center of the base, but these Hog Riders have just been harassed unrepentantly from these defenses. 15 seconds remain at 75%. Celino unable to get the 3-star as Hogs trapped by a tornado are finally going to meet their end.
Yeah, it was just about 4 seconds left. He did not have the cleanup down. He could have dropped it a lot earlier. But unfortunately, that's going to finish with a 2-star, 83%.
We'll check out the replay soon, but take a look at INTZ recouping after that last battle. Celino's Stone Slammer gets nice value in the right side compartment, knocking down a few buildings to keep these Hogs on path, but it seems that the split was just too much for him to handle. He does stab down the Archer Queen quite well, but I think these Tesla traps along the outside edges slowed the Hog Riders down. It seemed like even though he had a ton of damage output with 43 Hog Riders, he didn't have enough support from those heroes to make it to the end.
Yeah, unfortunately, it took so much time to take care of that clan castle, and he ran out of time really for the cleanup. Now Terry of Nova is looking to answer, and if he gets a 3-star, that's going to really help set them apart because of percentages. But Terry has yet to get a 3-star, I believe, yet. Yeah, he has not gotten the 3-star, so maybe here in Game 2 of the Grand Finals, he can finally do it and clutch up and get it for Nova here. The Queen's going to walk around the space. Beautiful. Luckily, the Baby Dragon pulled the Seeking Airmine rather than a healer, so that is good. Now let's see where this Queen goes. Charging in into Hog Riders.
Like we mentioned last war, Queen Charge is the most popular variant of these mass Hog Rider attacks. Terry, however, has yet to see the 3-stars from this sort of strategy. He's hoping that he can get this Clan Castle knocked down in the top corner before having to proceed with the second half of this attack. Queen Charge really needs to get massive value, preferably knocking down the Town Hall and at least one other key defense toward the interior of the base in order to justify this big army camp expenditure in 5 healers.
The healers are now under Rage Spell, keeping the Queen alive. Should be able, yes, very nicely got through that Town Hall with ease. He's going to have to try to push his way through 2 Expos, a Wizard Tower. He's going to have the Hogs get ready for coming in between the multi, and on the left side, there's the air defense. Wait a second, there's the Queen. Pops the ability. He's got to take out the Queen. Here comes the Hogs and the Grand Warden.
Knocks down the enemy Queen, and she's trying her best to find her way toward that enemy Barbarian King. Focuses on a wall first instead, and that could be a problem for Terry. Eagle Artillery fires and knocks those healers out of the sky. That Archer Queen using her ability to try to get through so many difficult defenses, but is ultimately stalled on a wall and stopped short. Healers will retarget onto those Hogs, but loses one to the Sam and another to some skeletons in the air. Grand Warden Eternal Tome pops off just as these Hogs are taking an immense amount of damage, missing half the pack. Terry still has a lot of Hogs left, but not if these spring traps are going to have anything to say about it.
He's got that heal spell that he just dropped there. Can he keep these Hogs going? He's got 35 seconds, plenty of cleanup. He doesn't have a miner for the core, which has the king and queen altar there. Wait a second. He's got 27 seconds. It's going to come down to time. That king's going to be protecting it. He's really wishing he had one miner for the core here because the hogs are going to be able to move through and he knows that there's nothing to take out those altars. Oh my god, now the hogs are moving to the king, and the king will stay up, it looks like at this point, taking out this Grand Warden, and it's gonna be another time fail. It looks like for Terry of Nova, and no one has yet to set themselves apart with that triple in this war.
Another 90% score here, 92 for the guys of Nova. Seems no one yet with a solution to get a triple here against those bases.
When you come at the king, you best not miss. Terry finds all the defenses waylaying before him, but the Barbarian King rests easy. His crown is secure tonight. 2 stars for Nova means no one has gotten the 3-star hit that we've been waiting for yet to pull ahead. God, without any 3 stars during the group stage, found his stride in the semifinal match against AD Air Force, picked up a 3-star using P.E.K.K.A. Smash, but this time he's back to the skies. It's Lava Loon and a Queen Charge to boot.
Coming in with the Quad Quakes. Can he open up the 10 walls? Oh, what a beautiful identification. Literally, he can reach over almost the whole left, this whole left side here if he get the Queen to charge in. Be curious to see if this mortar now she can, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't go to the bomb tower, no. Oh, this is not good.
Oh,
this is
yikes.
not good. Now the Queen doesn't look like she's going to be going in.
She might. She's going to... Oh, can she go through the gold storage?
No, it doesn't look like he sent some balloons. No! Oh, no, he didn't set the funnel because the Queen walked around. It would have been able to charge, and he got so much value. And now losing the healers so quickly here, and now he's going to have to react. This is the moment that what do you do? How do you react on the fly to save the 2-star?
That is a massive expenditure to try to get that Queen into the center. And the payoff would have been huge.
Yeah.
An Eagle Artillery, an enemy Archer Queen, several Expos to fire upon. She could have gotten some fantastic value, and I don't fault God one bit at all for trying to pull off a really risky move in the grand finals when his team needed him to pull ahead. Now, thankfully, INTZ are not behind Nova in stars, but this effort here to find an in turned out to not find, to find an out instead, I guess.
Yeah,
but like you asked, how can he pull off 2 stars here? I think he still has got a great shot. That Town Hall is really far toward the outside of the base, and all he needs is 51% damage to get it activated so his balloons will path on.
Yeah, he's doing a great job at picking off buildings on the edge so he can get slowly to accumulate that 51%, and now he's got the minions down. The balloons coming through. The Stone Slammer, nice choice over here by itself. Actually, the pup might have activated. Doesn't look like it. 50%, should be at 51. There it is. Nice job activating it. Now get ready for this Eternal Tome. Perfect job. Now he's going to be trying to fly through this core. He needs to get high percentage because if Nova gets a 3-star, that's going to be devastating for INTZ because right now they're not looking too good on the percentage game.
That's right. Nova is beating them on percentage. So every single building you can take out is super important at this point. For God, there's not many free buildings he can claim on the left corner, and so he's just going to have to go straight up the gut and do his best to pulverize the defenses in the center. But how can you do that when there's still an Archer Queen and an Eagle Artillery firing away at you? God's going to get a 76% 2-star.
Yeah, 76% right there. Unfortunately, he wanted that Queen to go into the core and take advantage of the Quad Quakes and just was not able to do that. And you saw the Quad Quake down there, and now we're looking at the replay to show how he was able to save this 2-star, and he racked up the percentage to fly over the Town Hall, pop the Warren Eternal Tome, and grab it for the safe 2-star there.
Exasperated, Loons deflated, INTZ is on the run. Can Juan chase them down and find the first 3-star of this war?
Now Juan is coming back with another E-Dragon attack, this time a Queen Walk E-Drag, to see if he can charge his way through. It's another one of these kind of rectangle style bases where the Queen can just walk down the alley here and King in between on the other side, and then E-Dragons are just going to try to gut the whole core and get some very nice chain value.
My instincts tell me there might be some Teslas in that outside compartment, but maybe Juan's going for a double fake here. Maybe Salino is trying to trick him into thinking that that's where they are. He's going to send in a Coconut Loon alongside this Archer Queen healer combination. Oh, and he actually does protect it from an air bomb and 2 Seeking Air Mines.
Wow.
The highest value Coconut Loon I have ever seen.
What a beautiful use of that Coco Loon to save those healers. Now the Queen has a way better chance to make it through this base by those healers staying up. Now here comes the Grand Warden, and he hasn't even dropped this Stone Slammer yet, Woody.
Oh man, this is a path to destruction. 3 stars on the table, and Juan is ready to gobble them up. Eternal Tome protecting the E-Drags from that Archer Queen fire, and they are storming through this base. Chain lightning all over the place. Juan looks
Look at
to
that.
the skies, and he sees 3 stars in his eyes.
Juan is smiling. He knows this is looking really good. He's getting the chain value. Look at this E-Drag completely wrecking this base with here. The Queen gonna get the whole top side. And oh my, I don't think all the E-Dragons are still alive. And at this point, INTZ has to answer with 2 3-stars because the percentage game is so much in Nova's favor right now.
He has so many leftover troops, he could go 3-star another base with all these E-Drags. Juan with the most dominant performance I have seen in a Clash of Clans qualifier, pulling ahead for Nova when they needed it most. Applause from his teammates.
What a critical hit here against INTZ. And now the question is, do they fall apart or can they still come back and have a shot here at the gold ticket?
Juan showing the perfect use of E-Dragons. Well, I know a lot of people tried the E-Dragons, probably like the most popular Town Hall 12 attack strategy in the whole game, but a lot of people use it, but Juan showing exactly how to use it at the championship level by these pros. So make sure you guys are taking notes from Juan of Nova.
Bernal has got a lot of 3-stars under his belt, and it's his chance once again to show off those wall-breaking skills. The Queen Charge Lalo expert won't disappoint with his final attack of this war. This might be the last hit he'll have in the qualifying series unless he can be the hero that INTZ needs and put another 3-star on the board.
Bernal needs to get this 3-star to give INTZ a chance. Uh-oh, I think the Queen's going the wrong way. He wanted the Queen to go south because the wall break test was down there, so that's why he tested down there. He wanted the Queen to go down there. Now he's gonna have to adjust on the fly. If he can get this and he can adjust on this, this is gonna be an absolutely incredible attack here. The Queen is gonna be stepping up, and these healers are gonna be getting inside this multi-target Inferno range. He's gonna lose these healers so quickly.
Excited cheers from the side of Nova as they recognize their opponent's attack falling apart before their very eyes. The clever base building from the Chinese team is very difficult to crack, and Bernal is once again on his heels. The 3-star expert couldn't get a hit against Nova last time, and it seems like he's out of luck this time, even before this attack has begun.
Yeah, now the Queen's gonna activate this Town Hall after this Clan Castle. At least he's gonna be able to help save that. He's gonna try to wall break it. No, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna try to get the enemy Queen here, but I think she's gonna go to this Wizard Tower. He had to pop the ability because of the Kickabout was so close. He gotta grab this Queen. I don't know if he can do it.
Oh, he does get close enough to activate the enemy Queen, but not enough damage to finish him off. Defensive cheers from Nova. Picture showing his happy smiles from the Chinese team. And they still have 2 attacks left after this, Carbon Fin. This could be the closeout shutdown victory that Nova has been looking for so many months.
This absolutely can be Nova's time to shine. Flying through here is Bernal. He's trying to save this one, but it doesn't look like it. You can see the side over on INTZ. They're realizing that the enemy Queen is still up, doesn't have a chance to 3-star this. All INTZ is now hoping for is Nova gets a 1-star because of the percentage game is so heavily favored on Nova's side.
That's right, Nova ahead by a whole star, ahead by nearly 8 percentage points. It's gotta be a defensive win for INTZ if they're even going to have a shot in the last half of this war. Bernal doing all he can to get this damage percentage pumped up, and you gotta respect the hustle. Approaching 90% now in any regular war, this would be a fantastic victory, but up against the best in the world, a 3-star or nothing.
Yeah, you need 3 stars at this competition to help set yourselves apart and get that golden ticket to try to move on to the finals and be part of the best 8 teams qualifying and playing out there. But Bernal finishes in an 89% 2-star here.
Quiet anticipation from the guys at Nova. They know it's not won yet. They're excited about the lead, but they need 2 more strong attacks to succeed. Bernal's last hit against LP showed his strength and adaptability, but unable to finish off that Archer Queen. There was just too much for him to overcome.
Now LP is going to try to step up here. His last attack was a 2-star, 77% Electron. Now he's coming in with a little bit of a YOLO-tron as well. Has 2 E-Dragons to act as a little bit of a kill squad to charge into the Eagle. And in his mind, he knows I need a 2-star guaranteed and a high percentage, because if he does not get that 2-star, that's going to give INTZ the chance that they are looking for.
LP with the Lava Loon and 2 Electro Dragons says that the skies are clear for landing. He's gonna soar over this base by Caetano and try to take out those key targets early on. He's got that Archer Queen and Eagle Artillery right next to each other. Expect to see that Stone Slammer make a stab toward the center. Now we've seen these Electro Dragon attacks come in very close to 3 stars in the past. We actually saw a 99% 2-star from a very similar type of attack earlier on. Do you think LP is gonna get the pathing down right to prevent that sort of nightmare?
LP definitely will be able to get a huge value here since there's no sweeper that's really going to push him back. And these E-Dragons are going to go through. I believe this is looking really safe right now. It looks like there's a Lava Hound in this defending clan castle, so it will not come out to these air units. The E-Dragons are going to work their way through, but I don't know if they're going to actually... Oh, look at that. The Eagle Artillery went down, but the Queen's staying up. At this point, he's like, okay, it's not the worst
lots of
thing.
chain lightning onto her, though.
He is getting a lot of chain lightning onto her, but the Queen's going to stay up. But now he's like, all right, I'm approaching 51%. Have to lock up this 2-star and try to go for percentage.
Yeah, I don't know why, but he throws that Archer Queen and prevented her from engaging his attack. That means that she didn't get a single shot off, but the Electro Dragons didn't target her either. What just happened?
He barely clipped the Warden ability to grab over the Town Hall there so that the balloons almost survived. He lost a little bit of them, but now he's approaching into the 70% range. Should be in the 80s with the E-Drags actually still up, and they should actually, they might have a chance of moving into the enemy Queen and help taking her down. And they know, all right, we got the 2-star, we got the 80%, so that is decent, that's good. But does he have a chance at potentially still getting a 3? Okay, here we go. This E-Dragon, can it get a shot off, or is this Queen gonna do too much? This Grand Warden, here we go. This E-Dragon, it's gonna move to the Air Skelly, and ooh, that Queen barely trying to survive.
Grand Warden, multi-target Inferno zapping through these E-Dragons. LP was so close to victory, but it seems like the failure in the center of the base will leave him with just 2 stars. INTZ's hopes haven't been dashed quite yet. They're on their heels, but LP gives them just a brief breather and one more shot to get back in the game.
Yeah, we're gonna see the final end, finishing there with a 90% 2-star.
INTZ needs to hope for a miracle here to send us into a 3rd match. Nova is just doing whatever they need to finish this off in a 2-0 manner.
Take a look at the replay now as we saw those balloons go straight over the activated Town Hall, dropping those bombs and earning the 2nd star for LP. He uses that Grand Warden Eternal Tome, but a few of the balloons were just outside the protection radius there, taking damage from the Giga Bomb and leaving him with just too few attacking troops to close it out. But we have the MVP of INTZ, the leader of the clan. You know him, you love him. He's here to fight for Brazil one last time. Can he get the 3 stars needed to keep his team alive?
Coming down to Marino, it's all on this attack. They need a 3-star to answer the call, and if anyone was to be able to step up, I would choose Marino to do it. He is the clutch performer in situations like this, and I believe he can step up and get in. He's decided to come in with an Electron, the battle blimp, which does fly directly to the Town Hall, and then clone up a E-Dragon that's going to come out of that to try to take out the enemy queen. But unless he can pop the queen and grab the enemy queen here, that's even more value, Woody.
Look, he's got a plan A and a plan B. The queen does target onto the enemy queen and finishes her off.
Wow.
That leaves Marino with a bit more breathing room now. He sends in this battle blimp. We don't see them quite as often as Stone Slammers, but because they path directly toward the Town Hall, it's a bit easier to control exactly where they go. Pulls out the clan castle now, and it's going to drop the poison right on top of those CC troops. Are going down faster than you can say. CC troops, the Electro Dragon passes to the center of the base and gets a few chain lightning hits, supported with additional balloons on the top side, Carbon.
This is looking really good for Marino. He started the lava really early. That means now he can fly over this Town Hall. Look at this, he still has 2 lava, or is that 3 lava hounds? I think it's actually 2. Popsy, Great Warden.
It's 3, you're right.
Perfect. He's moving in, look at that. It was actually 3.
Boom.
Look at that. Freezes it. Marino gonna come in and gonna potentially answer for INTZ when they needed it the most. Here it is, and now it's going to come down to the final attack for Nova.
Wow.
What an answer. He gets it done in this attack for INTZ.
Pounds the table, shows them how it's done. That's it, boys. Marino, with over a minute left in cleanup, has done everything he could to keep his clan in the running. That 3-star 100% will put the average destruction for INTZ at 88.6%. That means that Nova will need a 2-star and at least 12.2% to surpass their opponent.
What a beautiful attack in the face, and you can see they are praying for that 1-star against their base, and Nova knows all they need to do is get that decently high percentage 2-star, and this is their golden ticket. This is the closest that they have been, and Marino's attack right here showing why he is the one to finish off INTZ, one of the best attackers in the world, and gets it. And now we have on the other side one of the also best attackers in the world, way of Nova.
The King of Brazil, Marino, has a lot to be proud of in this last attack for this war. They lead against Nova by 2 stars and up 12.2%. Wei needs to get a 2-star 63% minimum in order to beat INTZ.
And what they are fighting for right now, if Wei gets that percentage, they will be getting their golden ticket for ESO1 Hamburg. And you guys can get your tickets now to watch all the top clans in the top teams in the world compete on one stage. I cannot wait. This is the moment of truth for Wei. If he can lock up this 2-star and get the percentage, Nova will be going on.
Wei sends in a wall record from the top corner to help out these 2 heroes. They're making their way down to the right side corner of the base. Seeking Airmine pops down one of the healers, but that queen still has plenty of support. Finishes off one of the Inferno towers on the top right corner, and that leaves just one more for the defenses of God. INTZ doing their best to set up a difficult base, but Wei has so much in the terms of offense to go at that right side Town Hall. Lava Hound and 23 balloons. Carbon, he's making his last stand.
He is. He's going to be able to take out this Eagle. He's took out the Queen. He took out the Infernos. He's going to take out, he also took out the enemy Queen. Here he goes. He's going to be able to remove this section and get ready for the Lalo that's going to fly with the Grand Warden towards this Town Hall.
The highest hurdle has been passed. Wei knocks down the Eagle Artillery and sends in the Lava Loon. There they go. Overall damage at 51%. That's the 1st star, and the Town Hall is active. Haste on the balloons. Free spell the Town Hall. There it is. Wei from Nova is going to the World Finals.
What a beautiful job. Gets it done when they needed it the most. the 2 stars is going to help win this war and give them the golden ticket to move on to ESL 1.
And on his victory lap, Wei's balloons crash into the defenses of the top side.
Oh.
An air bomb knocks those balloons out of the sky, but overall damage surpassing 87% now. What a show Wei has given us. Nova Maldo, the champions of the Clash of Clans World Qualifier for August.
Look at them celebrating right here. They deserved it. They worked so hard for this moment. Their base is defended. Their attacks getting the 3 stars. And they are moving on to getting the golden ticket. Beautiful performance. And Wei coming in, getting that high percent 2-star to lock it up when they needed it the most.
Nova just took that win 2-0 against INTZ, and once again the Brazilians get defeated here on our live stage. What an impressive performance from Nova, and a heartbreaking moment once again for INTZ.
INTZ, the 4-time playoff contenders, have been defeated in the finals once again. There are now 6 clans going to the World Finals. Tribe, Queso, Batang, Queenwalkers, MCES, and Nova. 2 more wildcard spots up for contention. Will we see one of these clans again, Carbon?
I think we have a really good chance at seeing them, but the wild card is the only chance that INTZ now has to make it into the top 8 clans to compete. But it came so close. We have to congratulate Nova for their well job, and they get in that golden ticket.
It's not just that we gave out the golden ticket, it's also one of the few moments where we might be emotional maybe, because I have to say that was the last qualifier. The August qualifier, it's done and dusted for the entirety of the qualifiers. Said already, we'll probably sign this little baby dragon for you guys and give it away at the World Championship, because he saw all the matches, we saw all the matches, and these qualifiers have just been incredible and showed why Clash of Clans deserves such a World Championship.
Yeah, it deserves to be on the main stage, and you guys have a chance at watching this at ESL 1 to get your tickets. You want to see it in person, but don't miss it. I cannot wait for it.
$1 million prize pool on the line. Nova, the world champions of Clash Royale, are continuing to build their Clash empire by going to the first World Finals for Clash of Clans. ESL 1 Hamburg has $1 million prize pool. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know I'm going to be at that big event and hope to see you there soon too. Renee?
Definitely, I mean, it's a stadium event. We talk about the very first Clash of Clans stadium event with the best players, the best teams from all around the globe going for that share of $1 million prize pool. Couldn't go any crazier than that, absolutely sure. But this last qualifier did not disappoint at all. And it's time for the one big moment where they claim their golden tickets. Yes, your August qualifier winner, it's Nova! What a grand final here in our playoffs, and heading once again over. Obviously, they get their golden tickets here. The entry to the World Championship at ESL 1 Hamburg. Wait, just quick few words. You guys did so great in these 2 matches.